Hi everyone, my name is Miracle Math, and today I will be discussing with you how to use the tool Khan Academy in the classroom. I have provided a lesson plan with benefits, challenges, positive outcomes of the student using the tool in the classroom and at home along with the teacher, and I will share those with you starting now. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to share with you the lesson plan. So first, starting off, I wanted to introduce to you a warm-up for using Khan Academy in the classroom. So to implement Khan Academy into the classroom, you'll use the warm-ups and videos provided on the website. By doing that, simply go to khanacademy.org, and here we are. Next, click the drop-down arrow next to Explore. Here you will find various subjects and grade levels to choose from. So let's do that. This is where you find the various subjects to choose from. Khan provides physics, math, chemistry, biology, art, history, U.S. history, music, etc. So you have a wide variety to choose from. Under the math subject, if you wanted to do math as your warm-up, you will click on Early Math. And beside Explore, you see the other two options, which are Classes and Mission. Click on Mission. This will take you to the list of videos provided for practice exercises. Depending on what grade level you choose and what subject you choose, it will come up with a variety of different exercises for your students to choose from. They can work on it together in small groups or individually, and you'll be able to monitor their progress. So say you want to just click on Count in Pictures as a practice video. You can use this as a warm-up. And it gives you about 6 questions to answer, so we can do one together. How many pairs are there? Click on the correct answer. And over to the right, you see where it provides you to, it allows you to click check answer, letting you know if you have gotten the correct answer or not. And if you do not know how to answer this, you can click on show hints, and it provides detailed hints and gives you a little bit of help to try to come up with the correct answer. And you see that we got it right. So your students, obviously they will hear the music, they get a badge, they get points earned. So they will go ahead and continue to the next task. And they can continue this on for their warm-up until they're all finished and it's completed. So by using those warm-ups, you allow your students to practice their specific math skills using the same warm-up, or they can choose whichever is challenging enough for them. That's the benefit of using Khan Academy in the classroom. You're able to allow your students to choose whichever level is appropriate. If they want to use something that's a little bit more challenging and challenge themselves, they can go to a higher level. They can go to a different subject if that's what you all are working on. But it's very beneficial for the child to enhance their skills in whichever subject they're learning. So just a basic introduction of what this lesson plan is about. It's all about implementing technology into the classroom. There are multiple resources you can use. Khan Academy is one that we're talking about. With the society constantly changing, it's very important that educators stay up to date. Children are very technically inclined, and some may not be, but a lot of children today are very knowledgeable on how to use technology, and to engage the students more and to enhance their learning, it'll be very beneficial to use that in the classroom. It not only helps the child, it helps you as a teacher as well with your productivity. The more you learn, the more skills you gain from using technology, the better you're able to enhance your students' learning. So simple instruction, what we're going to learn about today is how to use Khan Academy. I just showed you a brief video of how to get to the warm-up for your children to use it in the classroom. But it's all about learning how to use it the correct way, when to use it, what to use it for, and how to implement it into the classroom. We're also going to discuss affordances and challenges, benefits, positive outcomes, etc., as we continue to go on. So we're going to go ahead and open up Prezi. So first, understanding what Khan Academy is. It's simply a website. It's a free website that you can go on and get practice videos from. You can use it in the classroom. Students can use it at home with their parents, and it provides instructional videos on math, science, reading, chemistry, history, etc. Like I announced before. So where did this Khan Academy come from? It was established by Sal Khan in 2006. He started a nonprofit educational organization with free membership, which is very beneficial to those. You don't have to pay for it. You have free access, which makes it more accessible. Khan does provide videos, on all different subjects, but specifically, it specializes in mathematical instruction. And all the practice exercises are offered to enhance students' academic skills for their specific level. So, what are the benefits of using Khan Academy? Like I mentioned before, it is a free website. Parents don't have to worry about purchasing membership to use it at home with their child. You as a teacher don't have to worry about purchasing membership to use it in the classroom. So it's accessible to everyone. The educational videos and exercises that are offered are all in different content areas. And it also changes the way students and teachers interact with each other. This specifically is by using the flipped classroom approach. So what happens here is that in the classroom, students will do homework instead of at home. And at home, they'll use the lecture videos or whatever videos from Khan Academy with their parents, or they'll just watch them and learn from that. This is very helpful for students to get immediate help on whatever mistakes they have on their homework. So as soon as they make an error, the teacher can immediately check it and help the child, give them immediate feedback on where they went wrong instead of waiting until the next day. So it can be used for multiple purposes. It can be used to introduce new material. It can be used for practice exercises, possibly for an exit ticket. It can be used to get parents involved, get the children communicating with each other. So there's a wide variety of purposes that you can use Khan Academy for. So like I said, students are able to refine their skills, the constant practice over and over again, different levels, really boost their learning. And like I said, they do get immediate feedback. It also provides endless opportunities for students to consistently improve their skills, and it can facilitate self-directed learning and small group instruction. And there are more benefits. It's not just a few. There are a lot of benefits using Khan Academy at home and in the classroom. There's just more in-depth ways to explore math content. And also, when children are practicing these videos, they have the gamification of learning as a motivator. So whenever, as you saw in the warm-up, When you get an answer correct, you get a badge, you get decorations all over your screen, and you get the music playing, emphasizing that you had the correct answer. That can, it gives children positive feedback and gives them the sense that they're mastering different procedures, which will ultimately encourage them to continue going. Like I mentioned earlier in the lesson plan, it's not just beneficial to the students, it's beneficial to the teacher as well for their productivity. We are able, as educators, you can monitor a student working during class. So you can see, where's the child messing up? We're all working together. Who got this answer wrong? Who got that answer wrong? And you can help with those issues right then and there. So you can track the student's progress, and also the data that's received from using Khan Academy, teachers can use that to identify instructional needs. That can help you, that help guide you in your lesson planning, your differentiating instruction, homework assignments, classwork assignments. So there's a lot of benefits that go on with Khan Academy. So even with the benefits, like any other resource, there are some challenges as to working with technology, especially in the classroom. A couple of the research from the resources that I found, which I will share with you later on in this presentation, are that some people feel that technology is replacing teachers. If Khan Academy has over 2,400 videos, that means what's the point of the teacher being in the classroom? If it's just going to teach them different material, which is the same thing that a teacher would be doing. So some people do feel a type of way about that. Also, Sal Khan, who is the creator of Khan Academy, yes, he has extensive training in math and science, but he does not have a formal educational background in theory or pedagogy, which isn't really helpful because that just means anybody can go ahead and teach it if you have the skills. Also, many educators feel that Khan Academy videos are similar to the traditional style of teaching that we're trying to get away from. It's the videos playing, the child is learning, they practice on their own, which is the same that teachers have been doing for years, where the teacher lectures, the child listens, and then you have independent work. So if we're trying to stray away from the traditional style of teaching, then technically Khan Academy isn't that beneficial in reference to that. We spoke about the gamification of learning earlier, and that may not be the best reward system. If students are working on practice exercises just to get badges and earn points and hear the music playing, then they're playing to receive those type of incentives instead of actually completing the material for accurate comprehension. And our ultimate goal is to have students understand the material and be able to practice it and learn it, not to receive incentives, but just for completion and to have a better understanding. And the main thing that we always have to think about whenever we're implementing technology into the classroom or we're trying to encourage parents to use it at home, there are certain students that may not have access to computers. Children of low-income families, if they don't have access to computers at home, then they may not be able to engage in the same type of learning as the rest of their peers, which can ultimately cause them to fall and lag behind, which is what we do not want when we're trying to close in on the achievement gap. So I did speak about the resources I use. One is SRI research, which was a 2-year study. It focused on Khan Academy in schools and how the students felt after they used it, what benefits they saw from it, and how the teachers felt after they used the Khan Academy in the classroom, and what positives and negatives they had from using it. So it was research that was conducted to ultimately describe the resources and functions of Khan Academy, what it's used for, which is what we have discussed, and it simply just summarizes what educators and students found helpful about this tool, along with the challenges and the feedback relayed from Khan Academy. So from the student perception, after they used it, overall, the students' engagement level had increased. Their time spent using the tool was highly positive. Like I said earlier, children are very into technology. It's a different method of learning for them. So it keeps them a little bit more engaged rather than just being in the classroom and being lectured or whatever the case may be. So some of the data that was provided was 71% of the students enjoyed using the tool. 32% actually enjoyed math more because of Khan Academy and the different practice videos it had to offer. 45% were able to learn independently about math. So those are extremely great benefits and good data that was received from using this. So the teacher use and perception, many were satisfied, such as like the kids, with their experience using Khan, and they do recommend it to their colleagues. The teachers were able to support their students in a number of different ways. So 86% recommended to other educators. The most important factor was that the resource was free. So as we had discussed earlier in the lesson plan, with the resource being free, it makes it so much more accessible. The parents are more into it because that's one less thing they have to worry about. Also, majority reported that it had a positive impact on the students' learning. About 86% reported that, and 91% reported that there were increased opportunities to practice new concepts and skills in the classroom using Khan Academy. So, what did educators find useful after using Khan Academy? Facilitated differentiation. So, with all the different levels that we discussed, different categories, more challenging levels, levels that are actually appropriate for you, you're able to differentiate amongst those students. We all know that we have a wide range of academic levels in the classroom. Some children may be much higher, whereas some may be lower. And with Khan Academy, each child is able to get individual help without feeling like they're lagging behind or they're not understanding the material because they have specific levels for each student. There's rapid feedback, not only from Khan Academy using whether you get the correct answer or not, but you as a teacher get to see it and give the child rapid feedback as well. And as we have stated, there are additional opportunities for students to practice math skills, not only math skills, but reading, history, art, all those other content areas that were listed on the website, as you saw before. So, like we said, there are some challenges that occur from using Khan Academy. Organization of the content wasn't that great. Content provided doesn't necessarily align with the core curriculum. We did mention earlier that Sal Khan, yes, he has extensive math training. However, he does not have a background in education. So the curriculum that's provided on the website doesn't necessarily match the curriculum that's provided actually in the classroom and under certain state standards. And just these were a couple other research articles, which I will go ahead and explain to you exactly what I found from those from the lesson plan. So a lot of those research articles really gave me detailed information on what Khan Academy is used for, such as research on the use of Khan Academy in schools. That is a peer-reviewed article, and it's focused on the tier study, and as you saw, it provided data that was positive and negative, along with improvements that Khan Academy implemented due to the responses they received on the program. Another resource was increasing student engagement in math, the use of Khan Academy in Chilean classrooms. So it's not just a tool that's used in our nation, it's used globally. And then they're wrapped against Khan. So why some educators are questioning Khan Academy, as we discussed earlier, technology taking over the teacher's role, not having solid Khan, not having extensive training, and that's not equaling to having a background in education in theory and pedagogy. There's a couple more things to discuss on this lesson plan. You do want to provide a hands-on activity for your students. So first, model how to use Khan Academy. As I demonstrated how to use it and where to find practice exercises and instructional videos, warm up, etc. You want to do that for your students so that they are able to use it independently. So allow them to create an account. As you can see on mine, I created an account where you can see it has my username. I can personalize it to make it a little more personable. And give students time to explore the website. Also, allow them to pick up practice exercise, preferably one that the class can do as a whole. That way you can monitor each of their progress together. And then as an extension, you can have them pick a practice exercise that meets their specific level. So for a closing activity, if you wanted to get feedback from the parents or if you want to get feedback from the students, simply construct a survey on Google Forum. That way students can express their thoughts and opinions of Khan Academy. And as a conclusion, just conclude the information provided. Encourage other students, encourage your colleagues, and most importantly, encourage the parents and guardians to continue researching the tool and get more familiar with using Khan Academy in the classroom. That is the most important thing. And by doing that, children can learn a lot. Their learning will be enhanced, and it'll be extremely beneficial to the parents, to you, and to the child all together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation. I hope you learned a lot about Khan Academy and other tools that are accessible for you to implement into the classroom. If Khan Academy is something that you would like to implement, by all means, it's very beneficial. It does have its challenges, but what resource doesn't. So I hope you enjoy it. Good night.